Hi everyone, my name is Kelly D. Weaver. I am the writer, director, and one of the actors in the feature film The Night Shift Book 1. The Night Shift is a project that I've wanted to do for a while now. I've tried several times to get it going, but just something would come up, scheduling conflicts, location conflicts, or something. So I had to put it off, and do other things. And we recently just finished a feature film called The Awakening. And once that was done, I was like, okay, I've met a lot of good actors. We can probably cast for some other roles, and we can get this thing rolling and trying to start up again with The Night Shift. Now, my brain and me and my muse have just been just been brainstorming, just coming up with so much stuff with it, and it's gonna end up being a 4-hour movie, and that's just too much for anyone just to sit through. That's just kind of crazy. So what I decided to do is I was gonna split it up into The Night Shift Book 1, The Night Shift Book 2. Now there's an idea that I did for a feature film before called The Came of the Night, where I split it up. Like, I wrote each section of the film as a short film, went out and filmed it for those days, and then near the end slapped them all down the timeline, edited them all together, and there's the feature film. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to do the same thing again for The Night Shift, because I like how that worked out. It was less stressful, so let me try it again for this time. So each short film that I've been writing down and casting for is going to be a chapter in both of the two films, in Book 1 and Book 2. As I was saying, I wanted to break up each film into each chapter. So for Book 1, there's going to be 7 chapters. For Book 2, I'd say there's going to be 6, because that's going to be more... Because Book 1 is more of a prequel, kind of setting things up, kind of like an origin for each one of the characters, because there's definitely a lot of characters, good and bad, in The Night Shift. So I wanted for them to have their time to set them up. And then in Book 2 is just everything that happens after Book 1. It's just going to be fast-paced and pretty much getting to the big finale, to the big end battle and fight for that. We have Chapter 1, which is In the Beginning. With that chapter, I definitely wanted to start off with some action and a little bit of horror in there, because I love horror. I also love action too, so In the Beginning is a nice mix of that. It's a great introduction to some essential characters that I really like. One being a good essential, one being a bad essential. It was a great way to start, like how they started off, how they began, and definitely a lot of fun filming In the Beginning. Second chapter is The Prodigal Son. The character that I played, Damien Knight, he comes with a lot of baggage. He's been a lot of fun to play. I've been having fun playing that character. But with this one, I wanted to show just how big of a character he is, because he comes in doses through the whole film. So I should say through both films comes in a little bit of doses. But I wanted to give a nice backstory to talking about his family, where he came from, how he led up to how he is the man today. Well, at least part of it, not a lot of it, because there are more parts of him that shows how he became the man he is today in book number 2. Chapter 3 is a nice tribute to The Purge. It's a little tribute to that. I've liked those movies. I like the concept to them. I'd probably say the second one's probably better than the first. I've liked the concept, but there's a nice little tribute to The Purge, but also introducing 2 more characters, and also introducing this gang of characters, which I know a lot of the actors who were cast in those roles, and it was definitely fun just sitting back and just watching them just do their thing. So yeah, Chapter 4 is another introduction of pretty much another essential baddie, another essential goodie, and also gives us a chance to have this really suave, creepy dude. I know the actor, when he was watching this, is a type of character he wanted to play for a while, and I just knew, I was like, okay, I'm definitely gonna write for this guy and give him a chance to play this type of character. And he was man, definitely blew me away. by his performance, and I definitely can't wait to show off Chapter 4. Then also, just introducing another character, introducing the character of Alice, and introducing the Red Queen. Just that was just a lot of fun watching them just do their thing, and yeah, it was fun. Definitely, I'll say it's a very sexual, definitely a very sexual chapter. Which is understandable. I mean, it's dealing with succubus, so have succubus, you gotta get a little sexy, bring on the sexy. So it's definitely probably the most sexual thing I've done. So it was kind of fun. Chapter 5, Bad Moon Rising, is an emotional episode. We essentially shot Chapter 7 first, and then kind of went back to shooting all the other chapters. I know it's kind of weird that we shot the end of the movie first. Well, not really. In Hollywood, it usually, sometimes it works that way. Like, you'll shoot the ending first, and then you'll go film everything else. But there's a little part where two of my actors, the actress who plays Allison and the actor who plays Colin, were just like, it's because when it gets to that point, there's a lot of emotion there. There's a lot of anger there. And both of them were just wondering, okay, why are we so angry at each other? And I gave them a little bit of the history between both of those characters. But with Chapter 5, it gets to show where all that anger comes from. And it's a very emotional, it's probably one of the most emotional parts of the first film. Chapter 6, The Inner Circle, is fun. That's going to be a lot of fun because that is its base. Pretty much the time is my favorite holiday. It takes place during Halloween, so that's my favorite holiday. Like, of any holiday, Halloween is my favorite holiday. So it's going to be cool to get with the kids and have them dress up in costumes, and some of the teens and some of the adults like dressing up and kind of celebrating Halloween. For some of them, it's going to be a month early, so but still, it's going to be pretty cool to shoot that episode. I've been having fun sitting down writing that one. The baddies in that one are like some of my faves. I'm having fun writing them. Don't get me wrong, I mean, I like writing the heroes, but the Witches 3, I should say, like the Heroes 3 is the Witches 3. I mean, it's just fun writing for them because they're just so bad. But like the good bad, it's kind of like, I wouldn't say they're anti-heroes, but it's almost like you like hating them because they're just so bad. But it's really fun been writing for them, and it's gonna be a fun one to definitely get into. Like I was saying before, with the final chapter, Sweet 790, we already filmed that, so pretty much for actors wise, they already know, the mindset of what's to come. So it was kind of fun to go back because I wrote that first, we filmed that first, and then I went back and started writing the other chapters so they can all come together as one film. That was a fun 3 days of filming. It was a lot of work, long hours because of all the fight scenes and all the makeup and getting everyone into costumes, and it was a long day. It was a long day, but it was a lot of fun filming that one. So how everything comes together in Sweet 790, it pretty much sets the precedent for Book 2, because a lot happens in Book 2. Like, Book 2 is crazy. There's just a lot going on there, but pretty much I like Sweet 790 because it sets you up. It prepares you for what's to come in book number 2. Well, thank you very much for joining me. This is the first featurette for the Night Shift Book 1. There's probably going to be more featurettes. I've been trying to possibly get some interviews with some of the actors in the film, and so they can talk to you. So it's just not me talking all the time. I don't mind talking, but I got so much going on, so much to do, that it'd be kind of cool to bring some of the actors in here and have them talk about their characters and experiences, and how they feel about working with me, turning up 2 films, and working on the Night Shift, which I think is going to be something really, really cool. I've never had a movie this long. I've had some long films, but not this long of a film, and to split it up into 2 and It's gonna be kind of cool though when everything comes together and everyone watches book 1 when we premiered that off, and then when we premiere book 2. So it's gonna be kind of cool. Like, 2015 is looking pretty good, man. It's looking pretty good. But anyway, as I was saying, it's Cody Weaver, and I hope to see you on the next Featurette.
Do you hear it? Do you hear it? Do you hear it? Listen. 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 Do you hear it? Do you hear it? Do you hear it? Listen.
Was that gunshots?
Sounded like it.
Do you hear it? Listen.
That's good. You're gonna need all that fire in the next 10 minutes. What are you rocking there, Cap? 9mm, Glock 22?
What?
Your gun, what are you using?
It's a 1911.
All right, you got 45 rounds?
I have a few.
Good. Load them up. We're gonna need them.